You want to live in now, in present. You have heard about it. You know the importance of it. You want to be relaxed. You want to be free of past. You do not want any anxiety of the future. You want to live this moment fully. But is it possible? Are you able to live it? If you are living it, wonderful. Then you do not need to listen to anything further. You are already established. Then words will not help you any further. But if there are hindrances, obstacles, then is it because you are talking about swimming, learning about swimming, but you are just standing on the shore? Is that the reason why it is not becoming a lived wisdom? What is it that you are lacking in the present moment? Go into that question, try to find it out. If you are not lacking anything much, if you are not security conscious right now, then you are already in the now. You do not need to check whether you are in now or not, because to check it also is to miss the now. But if that is not happening, if you want many things of the world, if you have several desires, then you may understand very clearly intellectually that one should live in the present moment, but you will never be able to live into that. Just theoretical knowledge will not help you ever. If you are living moment to moment, then you just have physical needs, and physical needs are not there always. And even if those physical needs are being met, then also you can live in the now. Physical needs are not an obstacle. If you are hungry, have food, and once you had the food, then for a few hours, you would never be hungry again. But the issue is of psychological needs, which are never satisfied. And that is what is not allowing you to be in now. In trying to secure the future, you are already giving up the secured present. And your future would be exactly like your present. In present, you are sacrificing so that you can have a better future. Then in future also you will be sacrificing that moment to have a further better future. That tendency will get into you. So if you really are interested in living in the present, this moment, this now, this is the moment that you have to start. The more you delay, the more difficult it becomes. So what is it that you are lacking in this moment? Do you understand the depth of that question? That means you cannot store or hoard anything. If you are looking to secure yourself, fill yourself, then you cannot live in present moment. You may be clear theoretically, but that will not help. So one may be attending lectures, sessions about how to live in now, One may be reading books, but they do not help. Because to attend those, you have to shell out money. And you have money because you have hoarded it. And you are going to continue to accumulate more and more money. And in that case, you may listen to the lectures as to why one should live in the present moment. While listening to it, it will become a healing session for you. You will feel a little lightness, you will like it. You may even intellectually understand it, but it will not penetrate you. Lived spirituality is very different. It is really practical. Those healing sessions will not lead to any transformation within you. Forget about awakening. In awakening, living in the present moment happens on its own. You do not have to live it. You cannot practice living in the present moment. It happens. That means you should have wisdom. Wisdom about life, wisdom about yourself, wisdom about how mankind has come to this present state of being. And when that wisdom becomes a living thing, you are automatically in the now. Just speaking about why one should live in the now, what it will lead to, the impact, the positive outcomes, will only lighten your mind temporarily. And then that mind will come out as a spring and will debase you, will hit you very hard. So beware about the temporary solutions. Our tendency to accumulate things, hoard things, to be security conscious, is because we do not have wisdom. We are trying to fill our hands with rain. Wonderful water is coming from above. We want to drink that. But we are not ready to open our fist. We have stones in our hands. We do not want to give up that. Then how come we will have, or we can drink that water which nature is providing? We cannot have both. So move beyond your theoretical understanding. Move beyond your partial understanding. Go into the real wisdom. To understand theoretically is also very important, but that is the beginning. Suppose if one wants to go to mountainous areas, because living in the plains is no living. Maybe it has become a rat race. Maybe it is too competitive. So one wants to understand, after understanding, one wants to go to mountainous regions. So one looks at the map. One zeroes down on 2-3 points where one can go. And one sees the map as to how to go there and the alternative routes. This is your theoretical understanding. But there is someone who is already staying there, has been to those points. That person does not require maps. You have to be that person. You need to have collective full wisdom about yourself, about life. And if somebody takes up such topics, it will become too intellectual for most people. So one just talks about living in the now, and that just becomes a healing session and nothing more. And that healing is not a real healing. That will come to hit you hard later on. If you really want to live in the mountain regions, you have to journey it yourself. You have to travel light. You have to get rid of everything extra that you have. Are you ready to get rid of everything? Just the basic bodily needs and nothing more. And only then living in the present is possible. As you will keep climbing the mountains, you will gasp for oxygen. You will gasp for your worldly material living. All of that will vanish. Eventually, you will also die. Your material existence has to die to live fully in that mountainous region. You cannot live as yourself. And only when you are not there, this moment is. Then this moment is neither past or future, and that's why it is not even present moment. As long as you are there, and as long as you are just theorizing, this will never happen. Your bare minimum physical needs are never an issue. It is our psychological anxiety traps that is a concern, and that will never go unless you get the real wisdom. You penetrate the deeper meanings of life into philosophy, then only this is possible. So go deeper. Do not just listen to this thing theoretically. What is stopping you from being unchained, being unbound? If you believe you have theoretical wisdom but are not able to live it practically, that means the wisdom we have is defective. We have not listened to it fully, properly. We need to contemplate more. And if we do not contemplate and learn from that wisdom which teaches us very gently, then life will teach us through suffering. That will hit us hard. But that suffering is necessary. Do not think that suffering of life is punishment. It is part of our curriculum. It is part of our learning. And we need those learning because we have not understood fully yet. If you understand the wisdom fully, which teaches in a gentle manner, then you do not need suffering from life. Then there is no suffering in life. So do not listen to these talks just theoretically. You need to not just wet your feet, you need to fully drown yourself in water. You cannot be on the shores. You need to go into water, learn to swim, and once you have adapted to that swimming, then you can become an effortless swimmer, and that will happen naturally.